When asked about the clocks and why they are melting, Dali said he had the idea from a wheel of camembert cheese melting in the sun. Dali was 27 years old when he painted The Persistence of Memory, which quickly became the most famous surrealist painting. Surrealism means beyond realism, which is very different from a realism, meaning not real. Surrealists seek to represent an alternate reality, one that isn't accessible by our consciousness. Being disciples of Freud, they believe that this alternate reality can be observed by accessing our subconsciousness through dreams and hallucinations, both products of the subconscious. This explains why Dali would often call his paintings hand-painted dream photographs, and The Persistence of Memory is definitely one of them. This looks like a scene from a very weird dream. You're thrown in a desert, you see water in the distance. You also see cliffs and a dead tree. So far, everything is believable. Then you see the melting clocks. This isn't the first appearance of melting clocks in Dali's artwork. You can see it in premature ossification of a railroad station in 1930. Melting clocks could be a representation of the theory of relativity and time dilation developed by Einstein at the beginning of the century. The only clock that isn't melting is the one that is closed, but is being consumed by ants, which are Dali's symbol of death and decay. One of the clocks is melting on a weird creature, some kind of monster with wavy eyebrows, a big nose, long eyelashes, and a thick tongue. This is believed to be a self-portrait of Dali, and you can see a resemblance in Dali's 1921 self-portrait. It was then reproduced massively, especially in 1929, 2 years before The Persistence of Memory. Dali appears to be sleeping, and this would fit the idea that this painting is a hand-painted dream photograph. This forces us to play with the ideas of dreams, time, and memory. We need memory to be aware of time, and we need time to have memories. So those two concepts depend on each other when it comes to the human experience. But in a dream, these concepts are flexible, making us lose grip on reality. Memory becomes unstable. We forget things such as how a certain event we're involved in even began. We remember things that haven't even happened. Time also becomes indiscernible, as we can't tell how long or short a certain event in a dream is. This juggling of concepts should make us realize the possibility that, through dreams, we could have access to an alternative way of seeing our universe, one that isn't bound to our necessity of having coherent memory and time perception. This is typical of surrealism. In 1952, 20 years after The Persistence of Memory, Dali starts painting The Disintegration of the Persistence of Memory, where he breaks down the painting into small parts, a bit like atoms. The nuclear bomb in quantum physics fascinated Dali, who slowly drifted away from Freud. At the end of his career, he even said, "In the surrealist period, I wanted to create the iconography of the interior world, the world of the marvelous, of my father Freud. Today, the exterior world and that of physics has transcended the one of psychology. My father today is Dr. Heisenberg."